Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally with 4 gorgeous thrift flips today. Birds and blooms is my theme, and I'm starting with this little barn board piece that I got at Hobby Lobby. They have it listed for $18, and I got it on their 90% off, so $1.80. Solid wood, has nice D-hooks on it, so perfect for me. Not a fan of the picture that was on there, even though it's not terrible. I just didn't love it, so I sanded it slightly. And then I took out my Annie Sloan Pure White chalk paint, and I am almost out. So I'm going to finish this bucket up today. And once I am waiting for that to dry, I just took a toothpick and just went through the little split there in the wood. So that's a good tip for you. X-Acto knife works as well, but I just like a toothpick for this. And then once I'm waiting for that to dry completely, I take out my transfers. You may have seen the amazing craft haul I got a couple weekends ago, 75% off. Now this is Prima redesigned transfer called Sweet Apricot, originally $31, so this has 9 gorgeous transfers in it, beautiful pieces of fruit and blooms, and oh, it's just spectacular. And so each of these cost me less than $1 with that great sale. So what I decided to do today was to use one of these on this barn board. So I cut that off, and then once that's completely dry, I just went ahead and transferred that on. This could not be easier. If you have a chance to get this, I don't know if this was last summer's or what, but it is just an absolutely beautiful transfer. Goes on so easily. And I love the fact that it already has that beautiful antique feel to the sign. Now I just burnish that down, and then I like to take an X-Acto knife, really sharp one, and just go ahead and give that the authentic look of barn board by slicing it in those same wood sections. Then I just used, after I burnished it down, I just used my finger and kind of made sure those were tucked in nicely into the areas. Now I'm just taking some antique wax and water mixture to make my board resemble the transfer so that it looks kind of like it's already been one piece. And then I just wipe that off with a paper towel. And that was pretty much all I did to this. I did need a special hanger for it. It had those nice D-hooks on the back, so my husband gave me some of this thicker wire that he had hanging around, part of his clock repair stuff, and I just curled that on the end of my paintbrush and attached it to the D-rings so that I could hang this up. And then I just went ahead and pulled out some of this thick, it's not ribbon really, it's more of a twine woven, and I love the look of it with the antique parts of this wood. So that is all that I did with that, and I love it. It came out so adorable, and I do not miss the little barn that was behind it. So for me, this is definitely well worth it. So $1.80 for the board, probably less than $1 for the transfer, $2.80 plus a little ribbon and some twine. I mean, $3.50, maybe $4 tops for that. So I think that it came out really adorable, and I'm very happy with that. You'll have to let me know what you think. This second item, Happy Easter, was also a Hobby Lobby piece. And I took the cross off. As much as I love Easter, I had this really nice hanging system as well. Easter is like one day, one weekend out of the year. So I wanted to take my sanding block and just take away the word Easter. And then I could have this all year long, and it would not be so limited. And then I took out the IOD transfer that I have left over from last year. I have a number of pieces from that floral one that had the peonies and the white roses and the purple lavender, and I thought it would be lovely on this wood to just go ahead and add that. Now make sure if you're doing your florals that you put your leaves down first, And then once you get your leaves down, put your florals on top so that it looks more natural. Now I cut the top of this piece off because it was overhanging, and I saved it. Always save your little scraps. It seems silly sometimes, like, I'll just throw that away, but I cannot believe how many times I have needed just a little tiny piece of a scrap to either help me in an area that didn't come out right, or just to add one little tiny extra piece. So see what I'm doing here is just adding this leaf to extend it, and then taking the piece that I had cut off to make it look like just a tiny bit of sunflower that was hanging over the edge. And once I pulled that off, I had kind of ruined one of the little floral petals. It didn't come out perfectly, which sometimes happens with the transfers. So another reason to keep your scraps is just that you can sometimes fix a little boo-boo with the piece that you have left over, which is exactly what I ended up doing here, just cutting one little piece to make it look like a petal, and then filled in the section that didn't quite come out as perfectly as I wanted it to. So it is just a great idea to save all those little bits and pieces. It's amazing how many times they come in handy. So once I finished that, then I was finished with this. Now on all of these pieces, I will, once it's warm enough, spray them with a clear coat so that they will extend the life and just not cause these to curl up. I have never had a problem with it, especially on something like this press board or wood, whatever this is made out of. It sticks really, really well, but occasionally on the chalk paint, I think that the transfer can, or the chalk paint itself, can get scratched. So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Probably bring a bunch of pieces out and just give them a nice coat. And here it is. I am in love with this piece. It just absolutely, I think, looks so good on this barn board door that I have in my office, but also I just really, really love it for all year long, instead of just something I would have put up for, 1 week for the Easter season. So don't be afraid to pick up items, especially at Hobby Lobby, that's just a 4th of July or an Easter, when you're probably not likely to display it for very long. And now that takes me on to number 3, another one of these beautiful Prima Redesign transfers that I got at that same place. They have beautiful white. I cannot wait to use the white one. I have a great idea for it, but I need a little help from my husband. So I will be getting to that one hopefully in the next video or two. But I also loved these black bird. Oh, just all of it. Just absolutely spectacular. So there's 6... and you can cut them into more than 6. So in this case, I'm going to have 7. And that's about what this transfer cost me. So again, about $1 for this. So I cut out the piece that I wanted to use. And I had gone into my garage and I had found this white board left over from a project and decided I was simply going to add this bird transfer right on to that. And that only took me about a minute. And once I had that on and burnished, I took out my black chalked paint and my chippy brush to just go around the edges and give this some distressing, just to pick up the black, and also just, I like that look. I started sparingly and just went a little extra on the edges around the corners. I think it came out lovely for such a simple thing. Cost me about $1 or so. I already had the piece of wood and it was already white, so that was a bonus. So here it is on top of my hutch. This year I moved my birdhouses on top of my hutch, so I thought that looked sweet over there with them since the hutch is black. So I would love it if you let me know what you think of this one. And then that takes me on to my item number 4. I had a piece of pressboard, I'm presuming, with some kind of shiny stain on top of it that was actually the base to my nativity, and I never use it since I have a beautiful barn board creche. So I decided to just paint that with the rest of my chalked paint. I finished that can and threw that out. So I am finally finished with that Annie Sloan chalk paint, which I had actually gotten for free at the dump. So again, bonus. Now I am taking the roses or peonies they look like peonies to me, but the stems and leaves definitely not peonies. So I'm guessing these are roses from the IOD. I forget the name of that transfer. If I think of it, I'll put it in the description box. And then here I am just building on top of each of these items. And that is the fun of the IOD transfers. You can just keep adding and keep adding any way that you like. You can use your own creativity. You can cut them up. It is really awesome to see different people use the same transfer in so many different ways, and I just love that. Every now and again I'll come across another creator and I'll be like, I never thought to use it like that. And it's very inspirational. So hopefully you are inspired to use some of these transfers. They're expensive. I mean, I was very fortunate to get a lot of these cheap, but I understand that they're expensive. But if you buy an IOD book, even for $40, you usually get 8 pages. So $5 a page, and even on a page, you can probably do 4 or 5 projects. So oftentimes, they're $1 or $2, unless you do a very large project. They really are well worth it. Their quality is just spectacular. I do recommend, if you are going on chalked paint, to make sure that you let that fully dry. Overnight is best. Also helps. It sticks very easily to poly. But I generally just let it dry several hours or overnight, and I usually have no trouble getting it to stick. Now here's a little trick. Put the leaf on top, like something like that, because it has to look more natural. Occasionally they don't look quite as natural, just a bloom. And so you have to sort of figure out what would it really look like in the wild here and add those pieces and parts. So that's probably the trickiest part to it, but also the fun part. And then, I'll be looking at the stems going like, oh, that's a little more. And I'm like, oh, I need more of a stem. I don't have another stem. So I take a leaf and I cut just a piece of one of the leaves because I had plenty of leaves, and I made myself another stem. That's what I'm talking about. You kind of have to get creative sometimes with the pieces and parts that you get, because you've already used some of the, stems on another project or whatever. And you're like, oh, well, what am I going to do here? And it's like, oh, look at that. So just have fun with it. This was probably the most time consuming of the projects that I did today by far. And again, since it's chalk paint, I will make absolute sure that I do spray this piece because I want this to be able to stay and not scratch. And I had scratched it myself a couple times. You'll see as I'm using the scratching tool here, I scraped a little bit of it. And so sometimes that sort of dictates where you're going to put your next transfer, just to cover that up. Obviously, you could pull out your paint and go over that as well if I hadn't just thrown my paint out because I was done with it. But just, again, layering it on until I get the look that I like. What would look more natural. And it's nice to go down the bottom here where you're like, oh, well, there's no saying that I'm looking at the bottom of the garden here. This could be the middle of the garden. So these stems could be much longer than they appear. So I'm going to add some of these here without stems to make it look as if they're popping, from a lower part of the garden. And I just like that look. It made it look a little bit more complete to me than what I was starting with, and just filled up this board I was hoping to. And I still have a number of pieces of lavender and some roses and everything left from this transfer, and I have at least made 7 or 8 projects already with this. So I would say I'll probably get at least 10 or 12 projects out of that IOD transfer that I paid somewhere around probably $35 for. So well worth it. So this one was a little bit more expensive. I'd have to say this was probably closer to $4 or $5 to make, since I had the free board. But again, lovely. That is pretty much it So let me know which of these items you liked best. I love it if you would comment. That definitely tells YouTube that you're interested. If you hit like, comment, share, any of that stuff, it's the only way they show you some love. So if you would take a minute to do that, I would appreciate it. And I thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you in the next one. Take care.